50, so what? In this show, we introduce you to new things to try, new groups to join, and we have a regular fitness segment. Today, we're going to meet Jenny Hayes, who's an expert in strength training for us more mature folks. And Jamie's going to show us some great strength exercises we can do at home, even while we're watching the show. And today we've got time for a change where we're going to have a catch up on what's happening with the image makeover of our 70-year-old grandmother. Today we're going to meet Jenny Hayes. Jamie is a veteran of the Australian fitness industry. He started teaching aerobics in the late 70s and established his first gym in 1981. In 1987, he was the first person to receive the Australian Fitness Leader of the Year. In 2002, after setting up 9 fitness centres, Jamie and his wife Ellen created and established Healthy Inspirations, women's weight loss and exercise centres around Australia and New Zealand. Jamie is a recognised expert in strength training for the over 50s and 60s. Hi Jamie, and welcome to Over 50 So What?
Hi Carol, and hello to everybody watching.
We're so excited to have you on the show. I mean, you've had decades of experience in the fitness area, and I know you've got lots of pearls of wisdom that you can share with our over 50, over 60 market on how they can keep fit at home, how they can keep strong. You've worked with a lot of people in the older age groups. So what's your recommendation for those age groups?
You know, all of us, males and females, at any age, our bodies are pretty similar. We've got a skeleton which would just fall in a heap unless we had muscles to protect them. And so we've got a skeleton, we've got muscles, and then of course we've got fat. We've got fat as well, and we've got organs. And muscles are absolutely crucial to our health and our longevity, and not just our health, but our lifestyle, being able to enjoy a healthy lifestyle. We really want to share some tips today about, some simple things you can do. It might not be easy, but at least simple things that you can do to protect, if not even improve, your muscular strength.
So why do we need to keep strong as we get older? I mean, even in our 80s.
Firstly, we've all heard the saying, use it or lose it. So that if we don't use our muscles, then we lose them. It's called sarcopenia. That's the medical term for loss of muscular tissue and muscular strength. When I was 17, I had an accident and broke my leg, and I was in a cast, and of course my leg shrunk, the muscle shrunk. It's that old use it or lose it principle. So if you want to maintain vitality, if you want the freedom to be able to do things, if you want the protection that your muscles give you and strength gives you, then it's wise to do some strengthening exercises to maintain muscular strength at any age, at any weight.
So who's the oldest person you've ever worked with?
I'm going to share with you the story of the most memorable older person that I've ever worked with. And it was my mother, June Hayes. In her 70s, she fell over running after the boys and broke her wrist. I suppose that's early signs of osteopenia. Once that recovered, and I said, Mum, you need to do a strength training program. And so she got in the car and she came for twice a week, and she did 5 basic strength exercises. These are the exact same exercises that we get people in their 20s, 30s, 40s and 50s to do. And it was 5 basic exercises. Now, at 76, in 6 months, and that just took her 30 minutes twice a week. And it was super slow exercises, so she was moving slowly like that, but with resistance. Now, in 6 months, She doubled her strength on all exercise. We kept a program card so that it was measured. She tripled on some exercise, and in her lower body strength, she quadrupled what she could do. So that's at 76 in just 6 months. So the body is incredibly adaptive. If you put it through a correct load to give it an adaptive stimulus, it responds by getting stronger.
I know a lot of people watching never tried strength training before, so what would you say to those people?
Well, they probably have, because everybody's carried a parcel, that got a little bit heavy as they were getting to the car, or tried to lift something up high, and gee, I felt that. Or they've, we live in an apartment in Brisbane, and we have to walk up 4 flights of stairs. Luckily, there is no elevator. I think those stairs are an anti-aging treatment for us, because they're giving us lower body exercise. In little ways, we're all doing a bit of strength training, whether we know it or not.
Now today, a lot of people are stuck at home. They're likely to be isolated, especially in Victoria, for many, many months to come. You're going to share with us some simple things people can do at home.
Who are watching this, if you want to sort of get up out of your chair and go get a pencil and paper, because I want you to write down 5 basic exercises, and I'm going to be demonstrating those later. But let's divide the body into lower body and upper body. Lower body is the legs, upper body is mainly the arms. So if we want to strengthen our lower body muscles, and think of your thighs, your backside, we tend to sit on our backside, but they are actually what we call gluteal muscles, and they are absolutely very important. And also, just before we go there, I want to make a bit of a technical differentiation between what we call isolation exercises, which is a single joint exercise where we just, let's say, bend the arm, versus a compound exercise, which is a 2-joint exercise where we're using multiple muscles in unison. And so, if I was just to poke my leg out, that's just, extending at the knee, that's a single joint exercise. But if I was to bend down and pick something up, or if I was to squat down, I'm using both the hip joint and the knee joint, so that's a 2-joint exercise. That's what we call a compound exercise. So the 5 exercises I'm going to be showing are all compound exercises. These are sort of similar to what we do in life. And here's the secret. Muscles do not get stronger lifting weights. Muscles do not get stronger while you're strength training. They actually get stronger in the 48 hours after you've lifted the weights, after you've done your strength exercises, as a direct result of the adaptation stimulus you've given them from the effort you made on the very last repetition. So it's up to you to do something that's challenging, regardless of your age or fitness level, to find exercises, and there's different versions of those 5 exercises, and to keep on doing them until you hate my guts. Whatever you can do, do it, but always see, can I do a little bit more? Can I do a little bit more? What may stop you is your cardiovascular fitness, your heart-lung fitness. So just go at a slow pace, and I always encourage people to use the talk test. At a pace where you can still comfortably talk in short sentences. You might do it with a friend and you say, "Good day. Oh, these stairs are tough, aren't they?" That's just a good way of monitoring, your own exertion level, and getting to the point where your muscles are somewhat sore, and you haven't hurt them. You just had a build up in little substance in muscle called lactic acid. You know how you're carrying a parcel and your muscles are sore and I've got to put them down, and you shake out and that soreness goes away? That's a sign you're giving those muscles the overload stimulus. The 5 basic exercises, and that can make a significant difference to your functional strength. I mean, we're not talking about becoming a bodybuilder, or anything like that. We're just talking about maintaining the strength of our basic muscles. And I always encourage people to do strength exercises slowly so that they're moving slowly, because muscles, it's not a matter of, the old notion of do 10 reps 3 times over, whatever like that. Muscles can't count reps. All muscles understand is the amount of tension you put them under, or how much weight you're lifting, the length of time you're keeping those muscles under tension, and the degree of overload that you take them to. You've got to ask your body the big question, can I go one more? If somebody does these just twice a week or 3 times a week, evenly spaced days, that can make a significant difference to your functional strength.
Exercises, it's going to help a lot of people, especially down here in Melbourne, to get them active and going, and I'm sure everyone can now understand how easy it is to do strength training at home. Thank you so much. Thanks for joining us on Over 50 So What. We look forward to seeing you again on the future episodes where you can share some more pearls of wisdom, and we look forward to all those exercises as well. Welcome to 5 Minute Fitness, alive and kicking. Today you're going to have a break from me. I normally do the fitness segment, and today Jamie is going to take you through those great strength exercises that you can do at home.
Okay, now we're going to do some lower body exercises, particularly working the front of the thighs and the back sides. And I'm going to do a squat using this chair. So I'm going to go up and back down, up and back down, up and back down. And I'll keep on doing that until I become uncomfortable. Notice how I'm not going lower than a 90-degree angle on my knee. So up, and I'm pushing my arms out just to maintain some balance. More lower body exercises. Hi again. An alternative lower body exercise is what's called a step up. I've got a pretty heavy coffee table here, and I'm going to use that for my step ups. So look, 1, 2, then the other leg. Then the other leg. Then the other leg. Then the other leg. Now, of course, if you're less fit, then you'll use a lower step, maybe in the house, outside, or in a park. As you get fitter and stronger, you'll be able to use a higher step. Hi there, we're going to start with push-ups, and push-ups works as an upper body exercise. It works over 2 joints, the elbow and the shoulder joint. It works the chest muscles and the triceps and the front of the shoulders. We're going to start with the easy version of push-ups, and then we're going to move to more advanced versions. So let's just follow me. So if you're not very strong, you could start with a push-up against the bench. Notice how I'm just doing it very, very slowly, and I'm doing it full range. I'm not resting down the bottom, and I'm not resting at the top. Let's go to a more advanced version. We're going to go to a table, and notice I'm keeping my midsection nice and tight, and we're doing the same push-up here. Down nice and slowly here. As we get stronger, we'll move to a lower bench, which changes my angle, and you can see there I'm doing the push-up. If we're even stronger, we can do a push-up on the ground, and so here I'm doing the exact same push-up. And we're doing it nice and slowly, and we'll do it until we can no longer do it. Now, if you get sore wrists doing the push-ups, for a very low cost, you can buy push-up handles, which some people find is more comfortable on their wrists and joints. There is another type of push-up that you can do, which is a beginner push-up. And you notice how I'm using a cushion. I'm starting here at this level. You can see that I'm bent in the middle. Then I'm moving the cushion further away where my body is flat. And if I can do those comfortably or tolerably, then I can move to the full push-up. How many should you do? Keep on doing as many as you can until you're starting to feel a little bit tired, like I am now. You might be asking, what's the best exercise for this? Well, no doubt, the best exercise is what you put on your plate and eat with your knife and fork. The next exercise is a total body strength exercise, which works the back of the thighs, the gluteals, the core muscles, and our upper body muscles. It's called a deadlift. I'm picking up my dumbbells and I'm going down with a nice straight back and back up. How low you go depends upon your flexibility. So this time I'm going to go all the way down and all the way up. But if you're beginning, you might start at a very low level. As you progress, you might move to heavier weights. It's the exact same exercise, again, done very slowly.
It's time for a change. And over the weeks, we've been taking our 70-year-old volunteer, Jenny, through an image makeover. Now, all you men watching today, you might get some tips for when your partner says to you, "Do I look good in this? Does this look right on me? Does this look good?" Because today we're going to be talking about colours. Some colours work and some don't.
Hi, I'm Evelyn Lundstrom and I want to introduce you to the definitive colour system. I call them profiles as opposed to swatches, but that's what they are, they're swatches. Hello, once again. I have a wonderful lady here. She's a client and a colleague, Jenny Cartwright. Jenny, thank you so much for being so brave to get on here without any makeup on. Now we're just going to have a look at the silver. Okay, now we're going to look at the gold. Okay, a little bit hard to tell there, but I'm looking at silver and that blends. I'm looking at the gold and I'm not sure. Okay, so we're just going to leave that one open. And there is some mixture of neutrals, okay, in the cool set. Now let's look at the warms. Well, I can tell you right now, that doesn't really do too much for Jenny. We're just going to...
I don't think
perhaps,
so.
and I can't imagine Jenny wearing that camel or the tan. They're probably not going to be right. So we've got our cool and light colours, and we've got our warm and light. And I'm sorry, but there's something that's not really working with those. Now, Jenny at one stage was actually quite neutral in colouring many years ago. But as we get older, our skin tone does change. It goes a little bit yellowier, our eyes fade, and basically everything seems to fade, say that we fade away. Anyway, so I'm deciding right now that I'm not really happy with those warm colours. Lovely, I'm sort of seeing for the role that you've got as well, for stand out, they're not too dark, but there's still some depth there. So you'll be seen and not just part of the scenery. Okay. Okay. We want you to be looked at and not overlooked. You've got to get up, dress up and show up, because even on a Zoom call, it's like another meeting. No, Jenny's going to be with us for a very long time. She's not ready for that. Okay, so there's our cool and light again. Now, can she wear clear colours? Jenny's disappeared. The colour is wearing her. And I always love to do that blink test with any colour I would do with Jenny, is that if I close my eyes and open again, are my eyes dropping to the colour, or are they staying on Jenny's face and I'm just aware of the colour she's wearing? And in this case, my eyes are dropping to the colours. So when we put these up though, and we do the blink test, I'm still seeing Jenny and the colours. Okay, so Jenny has actually come out as a cool and light. This is the scarf that Jenny wore coming in, and you notice it's actually very muted. There they are, and we decided that we didn't want that. So I'm going to, after the makeup, after the hair is done, I'm actually going to get a scarf out of my own, and I'm going to show Jenny how fabulous it is on her. Are we going to see more of Jenny in those colours? Very pretty, but I'm seeing Jenny in these. Okay, remember, she's got no makeup on whatsoever, but I'm seeing Jenny's going to be more powerful in these colours than she is in these. But I'm thinking of Jenny's business role.
So for relaxation, casual, you go for this?
Beautiful, yep, absolutely. But you don't need that swatch. What you do is you've got this one, okay, and then you just pick colours that are the same, but are a little bit lighter.
Okay.
Jenny, we are going to have a little bit of fun now. We're going to do the makeup, the hair, and the next session is going to be the wardrobe audit.
Okay, fantastic.
Thanks for joining us today. Over 50, so what? If you want some more information about strength training and Jamie, just jump on our website or Facebook page. If you want to know about Evelyn and having a makeover later in life, just leave us a message through Facebook or the website. And any replays, fitness routines, just jump on YouTube. Remember, life is too short to be serious. So it doesn't matter if you have to wear a mask or not. Just go out and have some fun. For watching our TV show. Be sure to hit subscribe and we'll send you the latest TV episodes and videos. Like our Facebook page and please send us your comments, your stories and any inspiring people that you know. Over 50, so what?